think tempo is one of the hardest things to coach in the game, and honestly, one of the things to understand as a player. And I would argue probably especially as an American player. I don't think it's something we do really well. So while that's fast, I'm to change their tempo a little bit. After Tommy last session, and it feels like it could go just okay. We'll see. But in our build, we give our players, our game model is specific in terms of our build and our possession. And so they've got specific tools. Okay, first tool we're utilizing, and I feel like it's probably going to sound very, very simple, but our center backs should not play backs unless this pass can beat them. Our first tool, center backs, the ball come inside. Now, we do not pass the ball down the line or drive down the line. Why? Boys? Anybody? Or coaches? If I was an outside back, what happens? We're back to one side. So when our outside backs receive the ball, they're driving inside. 2v1. So you break the first press, then you move to the next press, and you look for the numbers up situation, okay? Our 10s are in the half space for us. Now, people mark our 10s now, so it's a little tricky. We have to find creative ways to do that. But he's going to start in the half space. When the outside back receives the ball, they're going to carry it. Our 10's going to pop, reverse pass here, and play in here. You'll go across. So does that make sense, boys? That's okay. Can you start on a ball for me? Right there. Can you grab him a ball? Okay, so we're looking, can you step back for me a sec? We're looking center back to center back. In this moment, we're swinging it. He's going to receive open. So center back to center back. Nope. Can you pop off the cone for me? Yeah. Here, open. He'll pop. He'll play. What did Tommy say about the pace? What was he talking about to make it faster? What was the word? Do you remember? So we're going to pick up speed here. You'll pop. You'll reverse. And you'll play. Okay? So this is that side. So can you get on the ball? There. We good? Okay, here we go. You're starting right there. Yep, play. You play. You play. Yep. Good. Reverse. Play. Hey boys, like 4 of you can just step away. You don't need to be in. Maybe 5. Good. Carry. Carry. Next ball. Next ball. Okay, hold 1 second. How would you fix it? What would you change? Boy. Speed of. So no tempo. The same pace. Secondly, have you made this determination? No, because where are you playing it? Is there any reverse to your pass? No, right? You can't. Right? What has to happen after this cone? You've got it. You've got to be able to be closer. And I want you to have fun with pull this player out. Does that make sense? So simply here, hold. When you get here, now you can pop really quickly. You should be wide here to play a diagonal ball there. Okay? So sharper, change that tempo. Yep. Good. Firmer pace, aggressive. Aggressive the ground or the stick. Good. Quick. Aggressive. Yes, very good. Reverse. explosion, and that includes that pace of your pass. Quick, quick, very good. So not bad. So this happens with our players, specifically freshmen, or when we introduce a game actually involving the reverse pass. The level tends to drop a little bit because it's a really uncomfortable movement. Number 18 doing it in Tommy's session, just he was great. That reverse ball, but you can tell their volume's down. Maybe they're kind of thinking it through. It's difficult, but once you get really yes, there we go. Good pace, good pace. Yes. Yep, yep. Reverse, very good. 10, well done. I know you don't know your numbers. Yeah, aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Good, aggressive, aggressive. Okay, hold one sec. So I want to know if I'm a player right here, is the pace at which you're going to be right now? No. I think you can do far better in that one. The second one is your touch. Where is your touch right now? Dead sometimes. Here sometimes. Your touch should be fluid inside. Should be fluid inside, should be really aggressive. If I was standing right here at age 40 plus, I should not be able to catch you. Okay, how quick you are in this movement. Okay, yep, clean it up, yep. Go ahead, play. Good, aggressive, yep. Okay, the other thing that I noticed, and I'm not going to correct him, but I used to not care so much about the specifics of how and where you received the ball. Right, okay. Okay. See, totally open. Now I've moved totally this way. I have good players that are interesting because they get the job done, but probably upfield foot, field open. Good. It's not bad, Chase. I don't mind that. Good, aggressive, aggressive. Good. Can you come real quick? So, what was Tommy's emphasis? Did he tell you what he thinks about kind of 1v1 in the US? Did he? That like we're a little bit behind in our defending and our attacking 1v1, right? That was kind of his emphasis. This is what I'd say. If your ability to carry the ball explosively increases a level, you're going to get a lot of attention of coaches. And you're going to just honestly, not that that's what it's about, but just have a little bit more fun enjoying that. So I'm going to ask you to receive totally open on this next one. Okay, your tool is going to be moving inside. Can I have you right here? So as I receive it totally open, so some of you were receiving with what? when the ball came here? Your right foot. Like, we shouldn't do that, right? Because why?
Because you have to take more touches to turn.
You got to take more touches to turn. That's great. You're facing not in a, we always want to see as much of the field as we possibly can to have the most choices. Why else? This one's a hard one. Yeah, you definitely can't be explosive. Yes, also a really good one. I mean, there are so many reasons, and yet how many of you were touching here, right? So we want to stay open, but the other one is when you receive open, okay, we're trying to do what? The ball's come from there, it's going here, so we're trying to do what to them? Right? The more you receive it, the more you've moved them. So if you want to go back the other way, they are moving this direction. But when you receive here, it tells them that you're going to go back here, okay? So on this one, you have to receive with your left. And then whatever surface of your foot I find, if I receive here, I touch here, and then I touch here, then I can take off on the dribble. But I want you to really change the pace. I want it to be really clear that you're changing tempo, okay? All right, back in. And again, just two of you on the end cones. Okay, the next tool that we're utilizing, kind of what I was just talking about in terms of your ability to totally move a team. So we might use this when we're playing against a diamond because they're going to be a little bit later. So we're going to pull them all the way over so we can maybe find space on the other side that they've left. Now, and the addition is the reverse pass here, okay? So this last one was a swing of this player. I pop inside, and then I want to reverse here, okay? Which means his pop has to be where? Thank you. Very good. Okay. I'm going to go here. He's going to receive totally open. And then he's got to come on this side of the cone. This is his player. Okay. He's got to. And now he's touching here. I'm driving here, popping here. So two different tools to get beyond the player. Okay. You guys good with that? You're touching inside, straight forward, and then reversing. Okay. Yep. Play. Touch, reverse. Sorry, hold on. That's probably my fault. That space has to happen. So you guys go inside. Yeah, it's very good, 14. I don't mind it. That's all right. At the end there. Quicker, quicker. Pace has to be faster. You can outside faster. The pace has to be quicker. Yes, that's very good. Slow, quick. Slow to quick. Red cleats 14. Good reverse. Utilizing a change of shape, okay? So in this one, this is when the winger, or if you have two front players pressing your backs, this is what you might utilize then. So our 10 comes out of that. Can you get on a ball? 7. Sorry, I don't know your names. Wish I knew your names. Ball will come across, center back to center back. Now the player that's the cone here is now a pressing player, okay? They're pressing, so who do we need to get the ball to? We got to go the outside. That's the one to play. So, space, you're going to play me the ball in, and I'm going to go here. You're going to touch and play the player there. So this is a third hand as a tool to get out of a pressing to a center back. You guys start. You start. Good with that? Play. Receive. Here. Yeah. So, hold. We didn't demo. I'll go here. So, can you start on the ball? Sorry. Real quick. I'll go here. Yeah, out of the half space. I'll play here, right or left foot, and he'll play there. Good? So I'm too early. Sorry, go to the next cone. Rotation will be the next cone. Same way you were rotating. Good? Don't come too early. Space, move. In the half space, move out of it. Yep. Now you're in. Start behind in the half space. Yeah, there we go. Good. Good. Yep, in the half space. Yep, now you're in. Start in the half space. There you go. Yep, very good. Start in the half space. Good. Here. And that's out of it. Oh, he's not ready. Move quicker. Hold. Grab some water real quick. Thank you. Connor, can I steal you? Can we get some balls on that side and balls here, both centrally? I think I'm good. I'm just gonna have him grab water and then no. Yeah, balls can go. If you don't need water, balls can just right where Connor is. Yeah, just centrally both sides. That one should be ready to go. Your balls can be here, Connor. You can watch for a second, and then if you want to just have a group over there doing it, great. All right, so now you tool of the escape on the outside back. So you're going to 3v2 in this space. It's a little tight. You're going to progress as the outside back enters into this space. It's going to drive where? Inside, thank you, for your 2v1 here, okay? I need two defenders here. I need a center back, 9, 2 wide players right here. Great. Center back? Center back, wide? Are you a wide player? Great, right there would be great. Two defenders right here in pink, please. In pink. I need a 10 and a defender, and then one more center back or 9. Great. The rest of you, if you could step off, you can, after you kind of watch, then we can get to this other. Yeah. Right there. I'm just going to rotate you, so go ahead and put it on. Wait, I thought you were my wide player. Oh, I need one more defender. I need one more defender, please. Thank you. Okay, so you guys are playing 3v2 here. The only way that you can is actually, I think you can, the only way you can is 1 or 2 touches into this grid. Okay, let's move into this grid. One of you two, not in this space, only in that space, okay? When I drive here, where are you popping? Yeah, that side. And play 3v2 over there. One of you guys in gray will become the 10. Makes sense? A little bit? You're going till the 2v1. You can decide. So if I'm him and I've exited and I'm here and he's open, so I'm going to play him. But then I can keep going and play him. Then you say, and we play 3v2 and 1 over here. Okay? Yeah, you just keep it going as many times as you can. But again, that patience. Connor, will you keep balls in while I talk? Yep, go ahead and start playing them. Yep, you can keep them playing. Okay, so this is a 3v.
Hey, give me your attention, please.
That's all right. Yeah. Last session. Just some tools, hopefully, that are helpful as different ways to think about the game. So for us, it's a 3v2 in this grid. Oops, I need to correct something. Hey, real quick, the defender on our 10, you got to stay. The only thing you can't do is be in front of him. Okay? Because that's not. You wouldn't do that in a game, probably. Play. So a variety of add a split. So exercise, and they have choices to make. First to the 10 popped, or theory. Good. Quick. Ooh. So I think that happens. That can actually happen. You just have to play it first time. You play, he's ready, and we're out there. You need to be our 10 up there. Right now, we're crowding with our 10. You need to stay there. And again, once we've found the best moment to go, because if we're playing it here and saying, what do you need to do? What do we do them? Yeah, so what are different ways to do that? Hold, love it. How else? How else might I engage him? Go at him. Okay? Or we change our lines, which we should never be on the same line anyway, but I might come here to play a little bounce pass 1-2, and the way we get 2 in here. Okay? So you're going to sit there the game, which, like, great strategy. Then we got to find a way to pull them out, because teams are going to sit low on you sometimes. You got to find ways to pull them out or play through them. Okay? You're high, play the ball. Again, yeah. Plays here. I can take my first touch inside. Timing. He's got to stay right. If he goes too early, what can the defender do? Mark easily. Gotta wait till he gauges the defender. So I carry. He pops. Now the defender's got to choose. That's good. He's covering. I can go here. If he steps here, then I can go here. And now we play. Okay? Good? Brandon, are you still here? Brian, are you here? Anybody? I'll take anybody else. Well, you was in for a group over there if they want to play.
You have to dribble into that one too.
It doesn't matter. You could play in, dribble in. We just want to get to them as quick as possible. Yep. Go ahead. Play. Good. Quicker. They're tight, so you can play faster. When they're tighter, carry. Okay, so where does the 10 need to pop? If you're watching the first exercise, where were they pop? If I'm driving inside as the right outside back right now, where were they popping? Why? You don't have to, it's just what we do, but there's some thought behind it. Space is there. You could argue it's also here, but who else might be taking up that space? The 9 forward or the 6 for the reverse back. So let's utilize some space here. The winger is not our option in that time. We want the 10 because we want to build together so that when we turn the ball over, we got numbers. to be able to defend with. So right now they're popping inside, taking the lane to the 9, and that's a bummer. But they don't have that information, so we roll with it. We play with a back 4. Okay. We'll play with a face or 2 front. Play with back 3. The same tools can be utilized. Hey, when it's coming to press you, hey, when it's coming to press, that's when you have to play quick. That's when you can play slow. It's a patient mentality, but not a slow on the ball. Yep. What? Okay, here we go. Next one. Good. Love that. Now quick. Now quick. Yes. Very good. Aggressive. Aggressive. Oh. Hey, that was good though. Next one. I feel next. I feel. Ooh. So we don't change our shape. We don't have. Good. Back actually. Thank you. Now carry. Aggressive. Change the tempo. Yes. Very good. Now play. Now pull him. Yeah. Good. Slow. Yes. Very good. Aggressive. Ooh. Okay. Can I roll? And I'm gonna let you finish it out because we're about time. The ball. Go. Play. 10. We step away for a sec. Where do I need to pop? This way. Where are you popping? Sometimes this way, sometimes this way. Why not pop this way?
Because it makes away space for them.
Yes. I love paying attention. We don't dribble line in our game model, something we don't do unless we're using it as a tool based on the shape we're playing against. Then we can't. Okay. Who else is in this lane? Yeah, you're 9. So don't kill space when somebody else could be played. Okay. So pop. Yes, can you go? Aggressive now. Woo! What was on? The reverse. Yeah, it's all right. Yep, next ball. Oh, our poor defenders. I didn't switch them. Yes, stay here. Okay. Why? Yeah, because he was facing this direction. You can go, so you just go back. It's so fast. It's not the right time to go. Sorry. It's been this minute. Yep, play. Yeah, stay. Good. Yep. Right. Yep. You play. Okay, so where were they? And pulling them back. Make them, you gotta be okay with that. You gotta be comfortable with that. Yeah. Play. Where are they? Where are they? Engage, maybe. No, stay. Carry now. Good, and hold, and bring it in. Kelly, bring it in, boys. Thanks, Charles. Appreciate it, and crew. We're good. I'll come talk. I'm just going to talk to them. No, we'll move on. Time. You sure? I thought you had a closing goal down here. Okay. I had cones. Double team. Keepers, sorry. Quick form. Yeah, that's the right answer. I need that goal down to where the blue line is. Okay. Connor, can I get a blue line extended right there? The ones I just did a double 18. It's right there. They're on the 18. Just need up to where this line is. Okay. Before you guys, can you come a little bit tighter? Yeah. Great. I know a lot that some of they can learn what tools we utilize. You don't know that. Like you were doing a lot of positional interchange. We play positional play, which do you know what that means, that term? So like you watch like Bart or City, there's a lot of positional play. So that's people who stay in their positions. When you the outside center back position, we would rather the ball move and us stay until we move our opponents. To go left, 5 plus 1. The plus 1 should allow in a case very enjoyable. What I'd really appreciate, and it's very hard to do, is the mentality to stay the same. So use the plus 1 if our keeper's there, and our plus 1 will always be in the midfield. If you can use the midfield. Good. How can you escape? Just, one. They're supposed to rotate on. Thank you. Hey, pink, just one pink at a time. You guys are just going to rotate on. Yeah. I'll tell you. It's a 2-minute game. You'll be in the next game. And you'll need to be, how about we keep gray on, and you'll need to be yellow. Yeah, ball here. Ball here. What'd you say? We'll keep gray on, so you'll need, are you our neutral? Oh, no, he's our neutral. You'll need to be yellow in the next game.
I was just going to...
Good, yep. Less touches. Less touches. How do you receive it? How do you receive it? What can you do? Yes, love it. Carry. That was a great tool there. 13? 13. Good. That's a great touch. It's a great tackle. New ball. New ball. Gray.
Yeah, have a strike.
Yes. Quick. Good finish. Yep, take it. Make it take it.
Yeah, it's great ball.
Carry. Very good. Now play. 20 seconds. Okay. Last ball. And time. Yellow, you're off. Pink, you're on. Hey, real quick. Yeah, pink, real quick. So you got, yeah, real quick, pink. Yeah, on the job. Pink, you need another, nope, they need another pink. Here's the thing I'm going to say. You got 4 minutes left. So you got this 2-minute game and then one more 2-minute game. How's the level? Slow. So slow. Why? Yeah. Well, I'd argue it's slow. In this space, should there always be pressure? Yes. Why? It's tight, yeah. And, which is great, less work you need to do. Every opportunity is an opportunity to go to goal, right? So there should always be pressure on the ball. Always. Somebody confronting. So that has to change, which will force you to do what? Play faster, right? And we got to play faster. We got to know when to slow it down, when to play faster. So when do you slow it down? Sometimes, if you need to draw them out, which we argued in this game shouldn't happen, okay? Like if it's been really transitional, if we don't have an opportunity to go, right? We might need to bring it back and slow it down. But other than that, it should be quick. So everything should be done in 1 or 2. In fact, I'm not going to do restriction, but that's have a real temptation to do. Okay? 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then you get a break. Pink, you stay on for 2. It's your last moment of the game, white or gray, whatever you are. 1 neutral on. Yep, keeper's hero is on. Play. Good, yep, quick. Ooh.
Good turn. Stay in. Good.
So I would get him out of your space. You can receive the ball from him. Keep him wide so you have an outlet when you receive it. Well done, keep. Yep, can we play? You got numbers right now. Can we play? Look at your numbers. 3v2, 3v2.
Hey boys, be ready to pressure.
Yep, step.
Step.
Good, well done, keep.
Step one, watch middle.
Yeah, you can go.
Hey, good try.
Good, recognize your numbers. Thank you, are you going to grab?
Watch middle. You got 2 in the middle.
30 seconds. Oh, what a ball. Can you go 1v1? Yes, you can. Yep, white ball, gray ball. Last ball in.
Back. Step. Watch the middle.
Oh.
Step. Good. Way to get it back. Communicate, boys.
That's a good ball. Can you finish? Well done, keep. Hey, I'd be pretty frustrated. And time. Rotate, gray off. I'd be pretty frustrated with them. Yeah, but you go.
I should have called him off.
No, you go. You did everything right. I'd be frustrated with your backs. Like, they got to take care of you. You're out. Ball bounces out to them, and your backs are just... Yeah. All right, last game, 2 minutes. Well done. Well done. Hey, when you played there and then ran, what did the opponent do?
Oh, shifted.
Yeah, right? And so keep yourself facing here. Yeah, play.
And then you can switch it.
Yep.
Good shot.
Yeah, I love it.
Pressure, step 2.
Yeah, 1 neutral. Who is there? 1? Yeah, there's 1, right? And you're up. Step. Keep, you got to get them closed to him. They're in front of him, but nobody's engaging.
Close out. Yes, good. Close out.
Stop it, Pink. No
Yeah,
turn.
tight,
No turn,
tight.
Sam. No turn.
Tight.
It's good talk.
Oh, you lost him. Get it back.
That's a great.
Hey.
Well done, keep. Hey, it's good talk. What year are you?
Oh, wait.
Sorry, grade. What's your grade? Oh, you're a junior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yeah. I'm a younger.
Yeah.
Step. Press.
Stay wide, so we have an outlet. Yes, now we go. Ooh. What a ball.
Ball. Be there for him.
Well done, keep. 1 minute.
Press. Yeah, tight. Step.
Wide. Is his name Chase?
Good finish.
6.
Right, our ball.
Chase, on it as often as you can.
I like it. Dribble into. Big. Keep up the pressure. Come on. Give her an option. Ball. Good pick.
Where did he drive? But was it effective? So sometimes you have to let it go. They problem solve how they problem solve. Well done, keep.
No.
I know. Good, and back. Quicker. Quick.
Pressure. Step. Good day.
Good, end time. In you come, thank you. I just want to say thank you. Yeah, white. Keep well done. Appreciate it. Good energy. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I know you've got a lot of sessions and it was a lot of information. Thank you. Gosh, so polite. Pennies in the middle is great. I really do. What I prayed for you, I really hope. Like, I hope you find well in your soccer journey, whatever that is for you. I appreciate your effort and your energy. Good luck in your full field playing. Hopefully some of these coaches stick around for you, but I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to chat with them real quick. Yeah. All right, any questions? Here.
Hey,
Yes.
so you don't like to pass up the line. What are you doing with
Come on in, let's give it.
two questions?
Yeah.
Everyone, let's give attention here. Dream's got a great question.
How do you organize your midfield? Like, you playing 2 behind 1, and then what do you do with your wings in this situation when your outside backs are cutting in?
So again, we try to build for the purpose more options to play with, but also if we turn the ball over, more counter press. So our players are not an option in that phase of the game. We play our 10s, who would then pop wide to be our width, or our 9, or we keep going. Sometimes our defender high. They're stretched high. Sometimes we'll utilize a fake run.
High and wide.
So see if back line deeper. The 10 now, if the 10 receives it, so if I'm the outside back driving at you, you're the defender, you're the meter, and the 10 pops here, they should receive the ball behind you. And so now we're entering our penetration phase, right? Because now we've gotten behind the line, and that's when we want to go, like really, really aggressively go. We play 1 behind 2. It was a little because of positional play being so stuck often in your position. That's just not what they're used to. So you see them trying great, and we don't play that way unless we're facing we feel like we have to have a change of shape. Execute some of that we have for the players, then we might change our shape. So does that answer ish? Yeah. So when we drive inside, there are 6 options for our outside backs, and they get to choose based on what the defender is doing. So we have to put them in situations often where they're having decisions. You can pop wide, then I keep going. Okay. And I one through. They can reverse to the 6. They can reverse to the weak side, outside back. Center back. So I don't know if answers. It's a good question. That means you were really paying attention because that was specific.
Let's talk.
So as tools for outside backs, to be able to get out through the outside back was just the touch inside, which again, I was asking, I really believe tempo is hard to, and I'll say it's hard to coach because so much of it's a little bit of game sense, but that would mean if I'm receiving a ball here that I can touch a winger if we're playing against a 3 front. If I'm here, then I should not be getting the ball, or it should be a bounce pass back. It's not time to go. A lot of times they wanted to be the one that was like carrying the ball here. Well, it's not the, and most of the time they lost the ball. And so the tool is, if I'm getting a ball from my here, Jose, right? The center back, if I'm receiving it here, it means that I'm in a good position to go. Otherwise, it is not played, or it's just a bounce pass back. Okay, so those are just some tools for them in that way. If, again, depending on what shape we're facing and how they're going to press, the other tool will be if you're coming this direction, then I might try to get you all the way wide by receiving here, and then going inside, dropping the shoulder underneath below, and then exploding into the inside, and still creating the same 2v1 in a different way.
So based on that, the 2 positions on your recruiting board first are outside backs.
You'd think so. 10s and center backs. It's very hard to be a center back in what we do. You direct so much of the game. And then the third man, so the 10 coming out of the half space into this space, because they're trying to cut this player off. If the winger steps to Jose, he doesn't want me to get the ball. So for us, that means this person has to get the ball because that's where the open space is. And so sometimes the center back touches in and the reverse pass to me is on, but oftentimes it's the ball to the 10 who's come into a deeper position, which we don't want them too often. But they have to when they have to help. That's a tool. A vertical 1-2 is another one. Didn't get to that one. Feels like too much. But if I receive here, especially against a diamond, and you're the weak side of the diamond, that's kind of, if you guys are staying with me, I'm impressed, because my brain doesn't always work. I need the board to see it, but if he's the weak side or the strong side of the diamond and he's confronting me, then if Martin's my 10, I might have him move in this space a little bit. As Jose plays me, I play Martin and I get underneath, and now we've taken him out of the equation. That's another tool. We try to give them tools for everything we're going to face. So after we won in 23, last year I was telling somebody yesterday that every team we played showed up different than what I had prepared the scout for. And I watched multiple games, but they tried, whether it was a different shape, I'd say they were going to high press and they'd low block. I'd say low block, they'd high press. I'd say this player's going to be here, she'd be in a different position. And so we're trying to give them tools that they can use. And that's the fun part. That's what I love about our game, is that, and why I really actually believe it's training for life, because you are teaching them how to make decisions, which is what he was taking away, who we were talking about earlier. Like, that's such a great tool for them to be able to, and I know it feels like a big leap, like life is full of choices, and we give them freedom to make we give them some tools to use, and then they get to make the choice. And the more we can put them, and ours is pretty specific, so some would argue you don't get to make as many choices, but man, they get to make the choices, and I think that's a pretty powerful tool. So what's interesting to me about these boys, for example, and I'm sure there are plenty of things I could have done differently, more information to them, but I think what's interesting for me is that when I pulled them in, do you think they knew the answers or didn't? What do you think? Just curiously. When I pulled them in, and I'd always start with a question. Every time they knew it. They knew the right answer, but they could not execute it. That's okay. So then I have to self-reflect and go, ooh, how can I get them to execute it? Because they're telling me all that, and they were right. Every time they were right. But then we'd go back out to the field and they're not executing. So then I have to think through, why are they not executing? That happens to me. Like every time after each training session, I go back, write down what I like, what I don't like, dimensions, how I answered the question. Ooh, they did not respond well in this. What do I need to change about how I was doing it? Because they knew it, but they couldn't execute it. Maybe it was the size, maybe it was the setup, maybe it's how I started with them, whatever it might be. So that was interesting. If you have any feedback on that, I'd take it. But that was an interesting thing for me to work through in that session. Oh, yes.
So when you were doing the 3v2,
yeah,
in that box,
yeah.
I was talking to another one of the coaches. So you kind of talked to them about, creating space and making the two defenders move where you wanted them to. I noticed, like, when you told them to do that, it's almost like you were giving them a cheat code in a video game.
Yeah.
My question to you is, like, and I've struggled with this too, you explain to them what you're wanting and you stop play and kind of, make them think and ask them questions and stuff like that. Those two defenders almost then didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because they knew that that's what...
Fair.
They
Yeah.
knew that was what they shouldn't do, but you were hoping they would so that you could see that. How do you kind of, like...
It's a great shout. The first thing that comes to my mind is, and again, it is just my preferred style. It's not everyone's style, but I think there is a moment where you literally just step on the ball for a variety of reasons. You have to know, which is why I think center back's the hardest position, because you are controlling the tempo of the game in our system. It took me, so at the time, Florida State women were the only team I felt that were doing it in the country in 2021, 22, where Emily Madrill would just step on the ball. And so, the amount of time I had to spend with my center backs to be comfortable with that. Now, yeah, so do I expect these guys to do that in this? No, because it took a whole spring for them to get comfortable, because you're inviting pressure, and that's uncomfortable. But if you invite pressure, then you unlock the next pass for us.
So it's kind of like Sun Tzu's law of war, fight the enemy where they're not. I was in the military, so I understand a little bit of that. Like, you hope that they fall for your trick, so
Correct.
that you can play away from them.
Yeah.
But
I love a high press. I love a high press because I feel like that's pretty easy to. I don't enjoy the low block, but it's fine. 22 inside the defensive third. It's fine. Yeah.
So guys, give it up. What a session, man. Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love the details and